Hey, what's up? So today I'll be taking you with me to a tiny drum kit setup gig of sorts. But yeah, how tiny can you go on the drums? We'll see. I'll be taking you along with me. Today I am rushing because I'm gonna be late in a few minutes. But that's the kick. That's the 14-inch. I'll see what I can take and I'll show you how it sounds later on. Alright, let's pack. Take 18. So yeah, this is the tiny kit. 2 bags, very easy to travel with, less back pain, very easy to put in a cabin. Just for context, the setting here is jazz trio for a tap dance concert. We have a double bass guitar and a piano plus drums. They didn't have much budget to rent or pay for a full drum kit, so I put together this mini kit for this situation. The setup breakdown is 10x5 PDP concept maple with a groove wedge, 14-inch hi-hat, 14x5 kick, originally a floor tom from the Tama Club Jam kit. The cymbal mount is also from that kit as well. 18-inch crash that I used as ride-in crash, plus some other toys that I will put in the description. Of course, this setup is limited to the style of music you can play, but here are some playing clips from the soundcheck and the performance. Okay, just got back from the show. That was a great show. It was fun show. It was a tap dance concert performance, like a convention. They asked to play with live jazz musicians. So it was a trio. We have a double bass player, and then we have piano, and then drums. Thoughts on the small kit? The small kit consists of that pearl floor tom to kick converter. I'm sure some of you are familiar with that. And then I have it here. It's called Groove Wedge or something like that, which enables me to have a nice rim click sound even on a 10-inch snare, which will enable you to use a 10-inch as a main snare, basically. I will list down all the other parts that I forget on the screen or on the description. Thoughts on the small kit. The snare was really punchy. It can really project its volume out there on a relatively bigger stage. No problem being a main snare. Another thing is, it took me a really long time to make that 14x5 kick sound really good as a kick drum. So it's a lot of experimenting with different heads, with different beaters as well, and the one that I landed on was the one that I'm happiest with. Main reason why I have that is because I wanted to be able to play softly at home. So the 14-inch kick is really perfect, size wise, volume wise actually, especially on a smaller space that I have here. I'm trying to fit my desk there and my drum set set up here on this corner. So size and volume basically is the decision. So my thoughts on that setup: 14x5. If you're gonna use it outside, you're gonna have to mic that up, especially if you're playing with keyboards and bass and other instruments. It worked really well. I really like the sound of it. It's just that it is a little too small if you're not miking it. You know what I mean? And you have to have a floor wedge monitor with you. It just helps with the feel while you're playing the drums, right? Because the snare can be louder than the kick at that point. Cymbals also. So it helps sort of balance it out. That's what I think. If you're gonna use this like with minimal miking, and you need to have a small kit, I think 16 by 10, maybe a little bit longer, would be perfect size for a small, drum kit. I'm not the biggest fan of like a pancake drum situation. It's just harder to get a good tone out of it. That's just my opinion, of course. So yeah, I thought that was a great show. The small kit really did its job functionally, and it's very convenient. It's just two luggage for that kick and the snare, which I think is very convenient. Plus, I had some few toys with me. Just my thoughts on that small kit. I have another video coming up on another version of a small kit. So watch out for that on the next video. Yeah, see you on the next one.